Okay, we are doing the Troop makeup for 2025. I don't have every single product, and I'm not gonna like do just beginning Troop makeup or just minis. I'm just gonna kind of just do an overall, and then you all should have sheets on what is required for each group. Just assume that Emery has foundation on her face. If you want concealer, we already did that, but we're just assuming. I went ahead and put bronzer on her face, just through here, up here, and not all of you all are required for bronzer. It should say on the sheet, or if you came to the meetings, you should have circled it. And then I would just do the blush next. And the blush, you want a heavy hand, but you don't want circles on the cheeks. You want it blended out. This isn't the exact color. Sorry about that. This isn't the exact color, but it helps you get the picture. So yeah. And then highlighter, we would do that next if you're required for that. Stick that in there. And I know some of you moms were asking, like, do we have to buy the one on the list? And no, you don't. It goes all the way. Oh my God, Emery. So bad. So yeah, it goes right here, and then you can put a little bit right there. Okay. Now on to what most of you all have questions about. This is our eyeshadow palette for this year. So we will start with this color, and it's gonna go on the outside. Close. And I just kind of dab it. And I tried to make this as simple for you all as possible. Dab it on the outside. The other side. And this is a dense brush that I have right here. Sometimes you might have to tap it off a little bit if your brush holds on to the product. Then you'll take your next color, which is this gold. That's gonna go next. Ooh, my brush is breaking. Ah. Next. Turn your face. And that goes here. You don't want to go all the way up to the eyebrow. Okay, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, and then our last color is this like goldy. That'll go on the inside, and I have a lot of fallout on this. You'd want to tap your brush before you apply it to the lid. Like this. Okay, and then after you do all of these steps, a little bit more right there, you're going to want to think more of a heavy hand for most of these colors and products than not, because whenever you're, you know, performing, most of the time, especially at comp and stuff, you have all these bright lights. And then this is like a looser brush, and then you would just kind of blend it out. And then after you blend it, you will then want to go back and fix anything that looks like maybe like it doesn't have very much color to it. So specifically for Emery, I would add more of the dark right there and over here. Okay. And I had a lot of fallout, so you could just take like a clean brush and just have them look up, or you could do the eyeshadow first before you do your foundation, and that way you can clean all of this up if you want. But That's it. Close your eyes. Not super hard. And then you would then take your liquid eyeliner. Not all of you all are using this, but it would just be a straight line as close to the lash line as possible, and we're not doing a wing. And then this side. Sometimes I have to lift up Emery's eyebrow to get like really close to the lash line. And then you don't want them opening their eye until this is dry. So tell them to just sit there. And then I would move on to your eyebrows next. There's two different types of, eyebrow product. This has a spoolie on the end, and then your product is inside here. And then this one is a mascara. I personally use both on my own self. Whatever you like better. You would want the eyebrows darker than what you would want, kinda, especially for those stages that we have bright lights. So competition and recital. And you just follow the natural brow. And then to show you kind of how to use the other one, it's just a pencil. So you just draw, and sometimes like if the eyebrows are all wonky, you might have to get the eyebrow wet and then brush it. But you just draw it on like so. And fill everything in. Sorry, we got the TV on in the background. Okay, and then after you have all of your, after you penciled it all in, you would then take your spoolie and brush it out and even it all out. Just like that. So you can use whichever one you want. Doesn't matter to me. Open your eyes. And then we would do mascara next. I would curl the lash if your kid tolerates it. I would curl their lash first and then put the mascara on. I don't have an eyelash curler down here, so we're just gonna put the mascara on. Without it, it's fine. If you are a junior or in advanced, you are required to have eyelashes on. It's not hard. I can send you all a video of how to apply them if you would like, but you need to, okay, open. You need to cut them so that they're the length of your child's eyelid. Look up. You can try to tolerate to put a little bit on the bottom, that's fine, but if you can't, it's fine too. Like Emery's lashes are really thin on the bottom, but if you can't, it's totally fine. I got a little bit on there. So yeah, and then last would be your lipstick, and then you just apply it like normal. If you have a kid who moves their head a lot, when you're putting this on, I have made Emery lay on the ground, and then I've put her lipstick on so that way she doesn't move her head, and it usually works out really good. Whoops, I just messed up. And where you put this, that's where it goes. So just try to be careful where you place it. You could use the tip of that, blend it, or put your lips together. Just be careful where you place it. Okay. Make sure you fill all the lip in. And if you have any questions, it's no big deal. You can ask me. We have these troop shows that will be used to help guide you all. And if anything's wrong, we can help you all fix it and stuff like that and let you know. But yeah, just remember, more of a heavy hand on the blush. If anything, I could have probably put a little bit more on Emery. I just didn't. And then just blend those eyes. Okay.
And make sure you don't mess up our sheet.
Yeah, okay. Bye.